7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up, bitch, we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah. Just spin, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just floating.
It's a mid-November afternoon, and things are heating up in the NFC. West Coast rivals collide at SoFi Stadium. It's the Seahawks and Rams, and it's next on EA Sports. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico on this mid-November afternoon. Seahawks and Rams in the NFL rivalry series. We're underway here at SoFi. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 14, good for a quick first down.
I like this. Right out of the gate, finding ways to get the running backs involved early in the passing game. What that does throughout the rest of the game, Mike, is those linebackers, their drops don't get quite as deep. Those secondary defenders don't get quite as deep. So you know what it opens up down the road? Big-time shots downfield.
And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Seahawks and the Rams, one of the better rivalries in recent history. We've had the division come down to these teams meeting in the last game of the season. Both have had dominant eras in recent history. The Rams, the greatest show on turf. The Seahawks, the Legion of Boom. Bobby Wagner at linebacker, part of those terrific defenses on Pete Carroll coach teams. And both of these teams now trying to get back to their glory days. And a win against the other guy would go a long way in doing just that.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And that's a good drop right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. To throw right away is Stafford. He'll check this down to Corum out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That was good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Poster incoming after the catch. It's second down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Second down, it's Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
First down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. To take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. He's got it! And he will score! Cooper Cup, touchdown Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And this one sent all the way over the back lines. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. First down, Stafford. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Alert!
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, L.A.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Stafford gets this one out quick to Nakua. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Going right back. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 yards.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Third and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. On on 1st and 10. Stafford out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Omaha, ready to move. Set. 280. 53. Ready. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First down grab, the first of the game for Adams.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One quarter in the books. 10-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Cook. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Left side, caught by Ferguson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Set. 280. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 15.
Every defensive coordinator in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Number 26, Zach Charbonnet, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is brought in. Still going. And he will take this one in. 83 yards. Touchdown Seattle.
Jason Myers for the extra.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. First back, and the ball's coming out to the 35-yard line. Stafford now to throw on first down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
Mike, Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Now a run with Charbonnet. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 3rd and 7. Darnold. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Throwing, Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. His 4th TD grab of the season. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Ready. 180.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. No chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
22, Blake Coro. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
280. Big 20.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a 1st down.
That's good for a Rams.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Blue stick from Omaha. Ready, blue.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. That's caught by Puka. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 37.
Again, it's Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And they will finally
state of fair from the opening whistle. It just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Set. Zero. Lady. What do you hot?
Stafford to throw it. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field. And he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Second down, 8 yards to go. Darnold now to throw. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll send a man in motion left. They'll try to pick this one up with Martinez. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's fourth down. Now timeout Rams, that's number 2. As they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
47-yard line.
Set. 250.
Now first down throw for Stafford. That is incomplete. Elway forces football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford on the run to the right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Blake Corum out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. Well, give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
To the air again. Stafford. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he's got it in for the 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead is cut to 16. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No fun of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he is on to kick it for Seattle. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
We go from sorry inside to ready to grab up to get to the punt. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up.
Hey, 70! Ready! Tonight!
First down, Stafford. That's down the field, and he's got Ferguson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Cora to start the drive. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Cora. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Hurry! Alert! Motion.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Nakua calls it in. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Stafford to throw again. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
2nd and 10.
Ready! Yellow 20!
On the play fake, here's Stafford. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Ferguson, the tight end. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Lady!
Throwing again is Stafford. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal.
For the Rams field goal.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Rams will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Start this on the ground with Martinez. And here, plenty backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play
you, that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
At the 36-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Get that one to Charbonnet. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Monday.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. Going up top. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
White. Number 20.
2nd down, it's Stafford. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Martinez.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Going right, it's taken in. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's a
Here's Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. He's taken down just shy of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Once again, it's Martinez. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Darnold to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job by not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set! 11, 180! Monday! Hey, red! Zebra!
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Once to his right, and he will score! Game on! Devontae Adams! Touchdown, L.A. Joshua McCarty comes out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams are back within 6.
24. Rams 18.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Cup in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Horton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams 34-yard line.
There's no rest in my shut it down. Whatever I got your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds and I'm
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds Huff along the out route. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. The quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
First and 10. A run up the middle, that's Martinez. Not much happening there, just a short gain. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
3rd and inches. On 3rd down, here's Martinez. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Robbie Oots. Touchdown, Seattle. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. To throw is Darnold. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
What? Yeah. Really, I should probably sound a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip.
This is 1st and 10.
Set. Red 80. Easy, learn.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Ready. Middle. 280. 10. What hot?
A shotgun snap to Stafford. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And that is incomplete. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
180. Hey, Red. Ready, hot.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Is a turnover on downs.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Operating from the gun is Darnold. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line.
They'll run with Martinez. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. First down, Stafford. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So it's a win here for the Seahawks and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time.